What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Today we're taking a look at the premium German P-47. The patch notes in the 1.47 release made mention that the engine had gotten a change, and then the dive mechanics have been altered. They've been improved, so supposedly. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never had a problem with diving in the P-47. It's always been one of the best diving aircraft in the game. Here we're on Norway. Germany now gets an air spawn to go along with everything else. And did you notice what just happened there? The elevator no longer works like it used to. So the engine got a change, the dive mechanics have been supposedly improved, but there's no mention whatsoever of the elevator being altered. The elevator sucks. Oh my god. Gaijin, how do you not mention this in the patch notes? I used to really enjoy flying the P-47, mostly because of its 850 caliber machine guns. But it was actually a really fun aircraft to fly. You can go head on with almost anything. Even a Typhoon, it really doesn't really scare me, quite frankly. Hellcat's not a concern, so I can go head on with all these guys. And I'm afraid going head on with planes is going to almost be a necessity in certain situations, because you can't really maneuver. Not that the P-47 was ever, a turn fighter or anything, but as you see, it labors. It really labors in any kind of maneuvers with the elevator. And I'm standing on the elevator key in those maneuvers, trying to use as much full elevator as I can, without obviously using full wheel controls. I'm using a keyboard and mouse. So those of you who are fans of the P-47, either the American version or either the Russian or German premiums, you're gonna be in for a little surprise with this 1.47 patch, I'm sure, because I didn't expect this. Right now, I'm not really. You can see I'm struggling. I'm using full elevator, and I'm struggling to pull up and pursue this Typhoon. See, right now with this current patch, or excuse me, with this current flight model, I'm not really sure that the P-47 is a premium plane that I can personally recommend anymore. The struggle is real. Look at this thing. Come on, pull up, you pig. Oh my god. It really does feel like I'm flying a bathtub or something. Wow. It's a damn good thing that I don't have anyone on my tail, because there's not a whole lot I can do to outmaneuver anyone right now. I'm just trying to pursue, and if I can, use whatever speed I have or energy that I have and try to kill this guy. But even the slightest movements, elevation or de-elevation are difficult, because the elevator control is just not as responsive as it used to be. I would have liked to have helped out that 109 just a little bit more, but there's only so much I can do. And yeah, I just can't. I can't pursue that guy. That Typhoon is just too maneuverable compared to this thing now. And again, I'm not saying that the P-47 was ever a turn fighter by any stretch of the imagination. But most of you who have flown the P-47 in realistic battles know that just from watching me fly this, you can tell that this is not the same flight model as it was in 1.45. This is clearly a different flight model. And we're not talking about different dive mechanics or engine behavior or any of that crap. We're talking about elevator has been dramatically changed. So now that I realize that this thing is not maneuverable, what I'm going to have to do is use my altitude and speed and just try to energy fight this guy. This other P-47 is a lot lower than me. It doesn't have really any in-kind energy. He shot a bunch of 50 cals up at me, but he's missed. I'm just trying to transition all of this, or trade all this altitude into speed and dive down in. And here, this is another situation where the elevator becomes an issue, because I can't lead my shots very well, as I'm trying to, I'm trying to point my mouse ahead of the guy and lead my shots, but you know, the stiffening of the elevator just restricts what I can do. More shots incoming. I'm actually surprised he's able to get as close as he is, because he's awfully low. Managed to do a little bit of damage there on my left wing, but nothing's too severe. I almost stall out there. He's smoking pretty good. You see, I'm struggling to get that, just trying to get that nose up. There we go, fireball. I nearly run into the guy. And that was the second kill of the match, and the last kill of the match that I would get. There are 3 guys remaining on the enemy team. One would be, I believe he was shot down by a AAA, or he crashed, I forget. And then the other 2 were tracked down by by my teammates who were over there 25 clicks away. And that's pretty much how this all wrapped up. You know, the match tended to go on a little longer than I expected, but on Norway the map is absolutely enormous. Hopefully now that you guys have seen this video, you guys won't be in for quite as big of a surprise when you fly out the P-47, you know, since the 1.47 patch came out. This plane was very different in 1.45. Using the elevator is a struggle now. So yeah. And I don't know how Gaijin didn't remember to put this in the patch notes somewhere. This has nothing to do with the stuff that they did include in the patch notes. You know, the engine behavior changing, or the dive mechanics improving. The elevator's been completely nerfed. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.